inshallah. As for Tasleem, which is Salam, when you sit for last tashahhud, this is when you sit for your last tashahhud, and the Salam to exit the Salah is fard, i.e. is rukun for all madhahib except Ahnaf. Now, in terms of fardiyya, the Shafi'is and Malikis, they say the first salam is fard. Second is not fard. And the Hanabila, they say both salams are fard, the first and second. Yeah. And towards the end, inshallah, we'll also maybe touch on Malikis also have a view of 3 salams, which you have never heard of probably. But in any case, the first one is only fard. Ahnaf, they say salam is not fard. They say that because of the hadith of Ibn Mas'ud, which we used for last tashahhud, إذا قضيت هذا تمت صلاتك, or something similar, أو إذا فعلت هذا, about tashahhud, your salah is finished. So they say it can't be fard because Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't mention Tasleem. Also, they use a hadith of al-musi'u fi salatihi, that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when he told him, when you go to ruku, stay there until you have hatta tatma'inna raki'a, then standing goes, and then up to tashahhud, but he didn't tell him to do salam. So they use that, Ahnaf use that to say that it can't be fard. And obviously that the masail which are related to it will be different because they don't consider it fard. But they do consider it wajib to, or an action to leave salah with an intention to leave salah, whether it be salam, which is the normal expectation. But this is in madhab, they have a long debate, because if Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said your salah is finished, what is the status of salam? But other madhahib, they all agree the first one is definitely fard. Hanabila say the second is also fard. Okay. As for those who say one is fard, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, تحريمها التكبير and تحليل وتحليلها التسليم. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said the starting of it is takbir and the finishing of it is tasleem. Didn't specify 2 salam, just salam. So they say one is fard. This is the view of who? Whose view is that? Shafi and Maliki. Okay. And all of the Salaf, and I will quote something later on as well, they agree, if not all, most, the majority of Salaf, they agree, whoever did iqtisar on one salam only, his salah is fine. Now, you live in a time where people are not used to it in your area. I beg you not to do it. You will confuse people. But from the fiqhi point of view, if you did only one salam, because why is it important? If you did one salam and then during second hadath happened, and if you are of the view that one salam is fard, but if you are of the view that 2 salams are fard, if the hukum will be, you don't need to be too clever to know, the hukum will be different. Now, Hanabila, they say that salam, the first and second, both are rukun. And they use the hadith of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. From the hadith, they say, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray like you saw me, you see me pray. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has been seen, doing 2 salams. They say the both are fard from this hadith. And many hadith, which explain salah. You will have, for example, a hadith of Ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يسلم عن يمينه وعن يساره. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In one hadith, the wording is. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'll touch on the seerah in a minute. And same hadith, Ibn Mas'ud said, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to do salam until we used to see the whiteness of his cheek. Meaning, used to go all the way to the right.